This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
The time right now is 4:27 here on your Tuesday morning. Thanks for starting your day with us on Good Morning Indiana. I'm Lauren Casey.
And I'm Meredith Barrick. We begin with the story we've been following since yesterday. Decatur Township schools looking into possible concerns about the building that a number of teachers work in causing tumors. This after 4 different teachers have said we've been diagnosed with a brain or head related tumor.
Yeah, so concerning to people at this one particular elementary school. Rafael Sanchez is looking into what the next steps are. They have hired some sort of group to do an investigation and look into the environmental situation there at the school to see if there's any correlation. So that's a story we'll continue to follow, and we'll have more details coming up at 6 o'clock.
It is also February still, and we continue to go Red for Women and highlighting stories from women across central Indiana who have been impacted by heart health or a stroke. And today we're going to hear a really interesting story from one woman who survived 2 strokes before her 30th birthday.
Yeah, it's something that a lot of us, even people our age, we don't even think about, and it's something that can happen, and it's really scary. So we're going to be sharing her story and telling you some warning signs, things you can do to protect your heart health and watch for signs of stroke. So very important, no matter what age you are here in central Indiana. Right now, we want to bring in Alyssa Donovan and talk about our forecast for today after all the rain and stuff going on yesterday. Alyssa, this morning was very calm.
Yeah, so we're going to continue to see those calmer conditions today. This is sort of the calm between the 2 storms because we do have some of that activity moving back in tomorrow. Today, however, those temperatures are going to be near average. We're going to start cloudy this morning, and then we are going to see some peaks of sunshine as we head into the afternoon. So that's the good news. Highs right around 41, which is pretty close to where we should be this time of year. As we head through the rest of the week, we have more chances of rain and snow in the forecast, and then we also have another cold blast. We are going to see those overnight lows dropping into the single digits this week. So unfortunately, winter is here still.
Okay, Alyssa, thank you very much. And finally, in our hiring Hoosiers today, we're continuing to look into a local business who is not only hiring nannies, but they're connecting nannies with local families, especially local working families who need that care sometimes beyond 9 to 5. We'll meet one nanny, though, however, who started life in the working world, corporate world, and decided that just wasn't fulfilling. She's since made the transition into childcare. We're going to hear a little bit about what that was like and what life is like now. We've got that story plus news, weather, and traffic here to start your Tuesday.
This is Good Morning Indiana, working for you.
Now at 4:30, health concerns at an Indianapolis school after teachers report being diagnosed with brain tumors. How the district is now working to take action.
Indiana State Police are holding school districts accountable on bus safety with another round of bus inspections. The problems they're looking for and how you can find out the results of your child's bus.
And a new tool is now available to serve Indianapolis residents who struggle with food insecurity. How an app can help connect them to the resources they need. 4:30 on your Tuesday morning. Thanks for starting the day with us. I'm Meredith Barrick.
And I'm Lauren Casey. Alyssa Donovan is with us this morning to break down our forecast, what we can expect for our Tuesday. Starting out calm, Alyssa.
Yeah, so we're starting calm today. A little chilly out there this morning. The good news is those temperatures are going to be right close to average as we head into the afternoon, and we are going to see a dry day in the forecast, but don't get used to it because we do have some more wet weather on the way as we head into tomorrow. Right now, we're right around the 30s this morning, 33 degrees in Indianapolis, 34 in Muncie, so just a little bit above average for this time of year. As we head through the morning, it's going to feel a little chillier than that, and that's just because of those winds out of the west-northwest this morning. Not some strong winds, but you are going to notice just a little bit of a chill in the air. So we're starting cloudy this morning, and then we are going to see maybe some peaks of sunshine as we head into the afternoon, but most of us are going to start with that cloud coverage and just maybe some sunshine as we head through the day. Overnight tonight, we are going to see some change changes moving back in. We have a low pressure system that's approaching. That's going to bring us the potential of snow tomorrow morning, switching to a rain-snow mix and eventually over to just rain. That's tomorrow. But today we are going to be dry. Temperatures starting in the 30s this morning will climb into the low 40s this afternoon with that cloud coverage.
Alyssa, thank you. We're keeping a close eye on traffic this morning as you're heading out to kick off your Tuesday. Here's a live look over on the west side, I-465 at the Sam Jones Expressway. You can see traffic here. A lot of headlights out there already this early hour, but no delays, so that is good news. Let's take a turn right now to the east side, I-70 here in Sherman Drive. Traffic's moving along up to speed both eastbound and westbound, and taking a look right now at our traffic now maps, there are no crashes to report around the metro area.
New details involving an Indianapolis school being investigated over serious health concerns. An environmental company will begin its work at the Blue and Gold Academies on Man Road this week. The Decatur Township School System hired PH2 LLC to determine if the Academy's school building is contributing to tumors. Since 2018, 4 teachers have reportedly been diagnosed with head-related tumors. The most recent cases were in August and September of 2019 and January of this year. The January case is what prompted the district to hire a company to investigate. The school district says that the company will conduct testing inside and outside of the building. The Decatur school superintendent says the investigation is set to take place over several months and come with a price tag of at least $100,000. Our Rafael Sanchez has more on the actions being taken in his full report coming up at 6.
The former owner of a beloved Greenwood business has pleaded guilty to child pornography charges. John Casson was removed as the owner of ice cream shop Mrs. Curl last May after police arrested him back in April. Investigators say he used his home computer to look up explicit images of kids. The prosecutor's office asked for prison time in the case. Instead, the judge sentenced Casson to probation and required him to register as a sex offender for life.
The Northwest Hendricks School Corporation says it cannot terminate a teacher accused of sexual misconduct with a student, at least not yet. Last month, Hendricks County prosecutors charged Tri-West High School teacher and coach Tyler Bruce with child seduction. He's currently on unpaid suspension. The school board meets tonight at 6:30 p.m., but Bruce will not be terminated by the board quite yet. A district spokeswoman says although the district is taking steps to fire Bruce, he has chosen to exercise his due process rights and requested a meeting with the superintendent. Citizens are also expected to ask for the entire board's resignation at the meeting because of how they handled the Bruce matter, including allowing Bruce to receive pay for the 7 months while he was on administrative leave. That meeting is scheduled for tonight at 6:30 p.m. at Tri-West Middle School. The board is also expected to approve a new parent code of conduct that eliminates sanctions for parents who speak out against schools on social media.
As the school year continues, Indiana State Police are working to hold districts accountable for bus safety. Several local districts have already been put to the test. Troopers spent the last 3 days inspecting 139 school buses in Washington Township. They inspect tires, brake lines, and emergency lights and exits. This year, 96% of Washington Township's buses passed the inspection. 2 buses were placed out of service, one for rust and one due to a brake issue. Wayne Township Schools was inspected last month and scored 100% passing rate. Pike Township Schools pulled a 98, and Lawrence Township buses passed with 99%.
These yellow vehicles are the safest method of ground transportation on the planet. And parents should feel safe knowing that their students are on that type of vehicle. And here at Washington Township, we're no different. We make sure that everything is as safe as it possibly can be, so your kids have the safest ride to school possible.
Well, you can see for yourself how your child's specific school bus checks out on the State Police School Bus Inspection website. All you need to know is the name of your child's school district and their bus number. We have a link to show you how to find those results right now on our website, theindychannel.com.
Indianapolis-based Simon Property Group is making a $3.6 billion purchase. The company announced plans to buy Taubman Realty Group, which is headquartered in Detroit. Taubman owns 24 shopping centers across the U.S. According to the announcement, Taubman will continue to be managed by its executive team. Simon is the nation's largest mall operator with hundreds of properties.
At 4:36, just a month into the job, Martinsville Mayor Kenny Costin is explaining to residents why an increase in their water bill was necessary. Working for you, RTV6 has been following this story since late last year. In November, several people reached out to us after their bills more than doubled in some cases. Then last week, we told you how city officials plan to use some of the money to buy an entertainment stage. Now the mayor says that plan is on hold until leaders find another way to fund it without using taxpayer dollars irresponsibly.
That's completely my fault. Should not have been brought that we were going to take those funds out of the water or sewer.
Well, the city is going to go over their finances in the coming weeks to determine where the money for the entertainment stage will come from.
There's a new tool available for the 1 in 5 Indianapolis residents who struggle with food insecurity. To help, the Office of Public Health and Safety unveiled a new app called Community Compass. It can be used to find things like food pantries, hot meal sites, and stores that accept SNAP and WIC. Members of the group Circles, which works directly with people living in poverty, helped develop the app.
I was so pleased that my circle leaders were welcomed to the process from the very beginning. They were listened to and they were seen as the experts in the room. Likewise, they were a part of a focus group that utilized the app, brought back feedback, and suggested changes to make it more usable to the target demographic.
If you don't have a smartphone, you can get information provided by Community Compass by calling or texting 317-434-3758.
Eskenazi Health is hiring Hoosiers. The Health Network is holding a recruitment event this afternoon. It will be from 3 to 6 at the downtown hospital campus and is open to all imaging professionals, registered nurses, and RN students who will graduate in May. For information on how to RSVP to this networking event, you can go to hiringhoosiers.com and click on the Career Resources page.
An exciting announcement for former Indiana Fever star Tamika Catchings this morning. She has been selected for the 2020 class of the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. Catchings played 15 seasons with the Fever and now serves as the team's general manager. She was also the winner of the 2011 WNBA MVP award and has 4 Olympic gold medals. The induction will be held June 13th in Knoxville, Tennessee. She is also nominated to the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. Those finalists will be named this weekend. A big congrats to her.
All right, well, voting is underway in the New Hampshire primary. Coming up, the surprises already coming from the early results.
And Southwest Airlines is rolling out new safety guidelines on their flights. Still ahead, the new instructions that they have for passengers. Alyssa.
And we have a pretty quiet Tuesday on tap. Temperatures climbing close to average, and we'll see some peaks of sunshine this afternoon, but it's not here to stay. We have more precipitation in the 7-day forecast. I'll break down the details coming up.
Welcome back. The time right now is 4:42, and this is a look at I-465 here in Ditch Road. That bridge back open, and you can see traffic on the interstate below is traveling up to speed, both eastbound and westbound. No problems right now on the north side.
In the race for the White House today, the polls are opening in New Hampshire. Senator Bernie Sanders comes in as the favorite in the country's first primary, which he won in 2016, while other candidates are fighting to hang on. ABC's Trevor Ault has the latest from Manchester, New Hampshire.
The first votes have been cast in New Hampshire, and already some surprises. Senator Amy Klobuchar leading after 3 tiny townships, but in Dixville Notch, former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg won for both Democrats and Republicans, even though he's not even on the ballot. Also overnight, Bernie Sanders holding a rock concert rally. The Vermont senator won New Hampshire handily in 2016, and it could be a repeat victory today.
If we win here tomorrow, I think we got a path to victory for the Democratic nomination.
Sanders finds himself atop the race in New Hampshire and, according to a new Quinnipiac poll, across the entire country. But Mayor Pete Buttigieg, with rising numbers of his own, trying to position himself as the sensible alternative.
There is a hole in Senator Sanders' plan financially that's bigger than the entire size of the United States economy. I think it's an example of the kind of politics that frustrates people. Big promises and not a lot behind it.
Outside that top tier of 2, some candidates fighting falling numbers. Senator Elizabeth Warren has been crisscrossing the state, as has former Vice President Joe Biden, though he's trying to look past New Hampshire.
Stick with me 24 more hours, and I promise you we're going to do just fine.
Some of their momentum has shifted to Amy Klobuchar.
As you've probably heard, we're on a bit of a surge.
And a reminder, New Hampshire is a much more typical secret ballot primary. It's a lot easier to administer than the Iowa caucuses. Officials here are banking on cleaner results, and we could have the first declared state victor in the race tonight. Trevor Ault, ABC News, Manchester, New Hampshire.
At 4:44, President Donald Trump wants to cut student loan forgiveness again. Through his budget plan, the president would eliminate the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. This is the fourth time in a row he's proposed the cut. The program allows public sector workers like teachers and nurses to apply for loan forgiveness after making payments for 10 years. George W. Bush signed the program into law in 2007. Congress has never approved Trump's previous efforts to cut the program, and it's unlikely to this time.
2 police officers are recovering after they were shot inside of an Arkansas Walmart. Authorities say a man inside the Forest City store was making threats to blow up the Walmart when police were called yesterday afternoon. When officers approached, the man began shooting. One officer was taken to the hospital and later released. The other was airlifted to a hospital in Memphis. The suspect, a 40-year-old man, was shot and killed during the firefight with officers. State police are still investigating the man's motive.
It is 4:45. Visitors at a Chile amusement park got stuck in one of the attractions after a power outage. Riders on a swing ride were suspended more than 200 feet in the air when suddenly the ride stopped. They were stuck there for at least 15 minutes. The amusement park reported that the problem was caused by a short power cut while they activated the generators. It is 4:45 back here at home. Want to check in with Alyssa and see what we can expect in our forecast.
So the good news is we're going to see mostly quiet conditions today. Areas to the south still seeing some precipitation from that low pressure system that moved through overnight. But most of us are starting the day dry and ending our Tuesday dry. But those dry conditions not going to stick around too long. We have rain and snow in the forecast. Tomorrow we have the potential of some light snow in the morning, switching to rain by the afternoon. And then we have a better chance of seeing some snow with accumulation on Thursday. Behind that, cold air is going to move in Thursday night, taking our temperatures by Friday morning into the single digits. So we are going to see quite a few changes as we head through our 7-day forecast. Right now, we do have just some lingering mixture of precipitation to the south of Indianapolis, moving across into Seymour and towards Greensburg. Most of that is going to skate right past central Indiana, but you can see if you are heading down towards I-65, along I-65 rather, to the south, you may encounter some light snow, possibly that rain-snow mix, and down into rain as you head towards Louisville. So just be aware of that this morning. That is going to taper off quickly, though. We are going to be left with cloudy skies as we head through the morning hours, and then as we head into the midday, we are going to see high pressure build in, which is going to bring us the potential of just a little bit of sunshine as we head into the afternoon. So just a little bit more sun than we've seen the past couple days. Clear skies overnight, and then we are going to see those changes moving in by tomorrow afternoon. That's when we're going to see the potential of some rain. We could start with some light snow showers in the morning, but our best chance of seeing that rain and precipitation is going to be by tomorrow afternoon and evening. Behind this, we're going to see another system move in on Thursday, which is going to bring us a better chance of some snow. Looking at the potential of up to 2 inches for many of us as that system moves across on Thursday. And of course, we'll keep an eye on that as we get closer to that system moving through and let you know what to expect at your house. Taking a look at today, though, it's going to be our quieter day in the forecast before we start to see those changes moving in. Temperatures will start in the 30s this morning. We'll climb into the low 40s this afternoon. Again, we'll see a mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day. We're seeing the cloudiest part of the day right now, and then we will see some sunshine as we head into the later parts. And we are going to see those temperatures drop off quite a bit as we head through the 7-day forecast. So today we're in the 40s. Tomorrow we're dropping into the 30s with that snow, then mixing into rain. Snow showers expected on Thursday with that potential of some accumulation. And then overnight Thursday, that's when that cold air moves back in. That's when we'll see those temperatures into the single digits on Friday. Friday morning. Highs on Friday only into the 20s, staying in the teens Saturday morning.
Alyssa, thank you. Here is a live look in the downtown area at traffic. This is I-65 and I-70 here at the South Split. Traffic's moving along just fine. No delays to slow you down. So let's take a look at our traffic now maps and plan out your commute here on the east side. On westbound I-70, it's a 10-minute drive from Post Road to I-65 at the North Split. No delays there. Heading across town to the west side, a live picture from our INDOT traffic camera at I-465 and I-74. Traffic's moving along just fine northbound and southbound on 465 in that area this morning. We'll continue to keep a close eye on your roads and let you know if there are any crashes or delays.
When you get on a plane, either a video or a speech from a flight attendant on safety is expected. But if you've flown Southwest recently, you may have noticed some new instructions. A few weeks ago, the airline added an explanation on how to report unwanted behavior to its pre-flight safety demonstration. It's meant to make passengers feel comfortable telling flight attendants about any incidents. Customers in violation can either be reseated or escorted off by police when the plane lands.
The apple isn't falling far from the tree, and former pro wrestler Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's family, his daughter Simone Johnson, is now training to become a WWE fighter, according to the network. The 18-year-old is working out at the WWE Performance Center in Orlando. The Rock is the first third-generation WWE wrestler, following the footsteps of his father and grandfather. The proud father posted on Instagram saying he is humbled and grateful about his daughter's hard work.
From waffles to cockroaches, some companies are getting creative this Valentine's Day. After the break, the odd offers that you still have time to take advantage of.
And a woman is sharing her story after surviving 2 strokes before the age of 30. New at 5 o'clock, we're looking at the warning signs and what you can do to improve your heart health now. But first,
I'm Vinny Politan. Coming up today on Court TV, the Harvey Weinstein rape trial winding down. We're live in New York City. The defense expected to call some of their final witnesses to the stand. We expect closing arguments this week in New York. Also, we're live in Tampa, Florida for the trial of this man, Michael Keatley. He's a former ice cream man accused of going on a shooting rampage, killing 2 people, injuring several others. He is facing life in prison down there. We're live in Tampa and New York City today on Court TV.
And don't forget, you can watch Court TV live on your mobile device by visiting CourtTV.com. We'll be right back.
It's terribly exciting. That's why we do it.
Welcome back. It is 4:54, and here's the live look right now at your commute on the northeast side, I-465 near Pendleton Pike. You can see traffic here is moving along up to speed.
If you really want to impress your Valentine this Friday, or if you've waited too long to book a table at a nice restaurant, Waffle House is offering to help you out. The 24-hour diner is now accepting Valentine's Day reservations. You heard that right, reservations for Waffle House. The restaurants on Emerson Avenue in Indianapolis and North State Street in Greenfield are both participating. Holiday-themed specials will also be on the menu for the occasion. The company promises the menu will be, quote, love at first bite. That looks good.
That does look good. If you are looking for revenge this Valentine's Day, 2 zoos will let you name a cockroach after your ex and then have it fed to an animal. They even let you watch it on a live stream for $5 at the San Antonio Zoo. It's free at the El Paso Zoo, but the donation is suggested. The Bronx Zoo is also joining in with a twist. For $15, you can name a Madagascar hissing cockroach and then they'll send you a certificate to share with your loved one. The zoo is also selling roach-scented candles and socks for that occasion.
There's really something for everyone.
There is. There is. I think I might opt for the waffle and
the waffle with the chocolate chips on it
before I would opt for a cockroach.
Yeah. I would opt for some nice weather for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. You know what? It's going to be chilly on Valentine's Day. Everyone's going to have to bundle up as they're heading out.
Cuddle together.
Yes, it's going to be a good cuddle night, I think. Today we are going to see some quiet conditions. Still a little bit of mixture of precipitation for areas to the south this morning. That's going to clear out quickly, though. And then most of us are going to see cloudy skies, a little bit of sunshine as we head into the afternoon. 40s for our highs today. And then we have snow mixing to rain on Wednesday. More snow expected on Thursday before we see a cold blast moving in just in time for Valentine's Day. Those temperatures dropping into the single digits overnight. Highs will only be into the 20s on Valentine's Day.